Hi everybody, welcome to the environmental health class. My name is Dr. James Beamel and I am an associate professor here in community and public health at UVU. And I just wanted to take a minute to welcome you to the class and then also to briefly introduce the layout for the Canvas course that you'll spend all of your time in as you're going through the class. And so when you open the course, when you log into Canvas, you open the course, you're going to look at this page. This is the main home page. You'll start out by clicking on the syllabus link. The syllabus link is going to take you to all the basic information about the course, the description, the objectives, the textbook, how the course works, the time that's required to be put into the course, how it's set up with the lessons, 4 different sections with a certain number of lessons in each section. Policies, really important. No late work is accepted in this class, so once the due date is passed, it's passed. So please don't email me and ask me to extend a due date in the online class. That doesn't happen. On the other hand, if you want to work ahead, you're more than welcome to. I always encourage that just in case something does happen. You get sick later on in the semester or something, can't submit things. It's nice to know those are already done. Just give yourself a little bit of buffer room, a little wiggle room there as you're going through the semester. I always recommend working ahead whenever you can. Also with communication, really important, contact me through Canvas email. It's just the easiest way to get a hold of me, so make sure you're sending me email that way. I've put my office phone number on there, but I'm not in my office a lot, so it might take a few days to get back to you if you phone me. So definitely recommend Canvas email. It's the best method. Submission and grading procedures just gives you again a breakdown of the lessons in that, breakdown on the grades. Keep in mind that these grades are very specific. So for example, looking here at the B+ range, if you end up with an 89.9% in this class, Canvas and I will give you a B+. So keep that in mind. I don't inflate grades at all. I don't I don't round up. I don't round down either. So it's exactly what you get. That translates to the letter grade. So keep that in mind. And again, please don't email me at the end of the semester asking me to round up. It's, again, not going to happen. There's a breakdown of all the assignments, all the different things, the point values and that associated with all the assignments. Descriptions of the assignments and the assessments are all on there as well. I'll let you read over those. Really important with the discussion posts, there are a few discussion posts where you will post something and then you will be responsible for replying to somebody else's or 1 or 2 other posts that are on there. And so when that's the case, the due date for your initial post is the Thursday. Then your responses to everybody else or to the other people that you're going to respond to, that's due by Sunday. So keep that in mind with those kinds of discussions. There's a Thursday-Sunday due date on those 2 pieces. Now, if it's a discussion that you don't have to reply to anybody else, the due date is Sunday. So keep that in mind. The due date should be on a Sunday. The exams, 4 different exams taking place during the semester. They're all in the classroom testing center. So make sure you prepare for that. If you live outside of a 50-mile radius, outside of UVU, you can actually arrange for a proctor, and there are instructions in the syllabus on how to do that. So keep that in mind. Technical issues, if you have any issues accessing Canvas, login issues, stuff like that, please don't email me. I can't fix those. You have to go through the help desk. Contact them. I've given you a link on here, but contact them. They can help to work out those technical issues. And that's it in regards to the syllabus. If we go back to the home page and we click on instructor information, this is going to give you my basic information, welcome message, my background, contact information, and then it's going to list out student responsibilities and instructor responsibilities. I just want to make this very clear, this page is very clear, that there are certain things I expect of you and there are certain things that you should expect of me. And so this is just going to lay out those expectations very clearly. Now, instead of going back and clicking on this home tab, I'm going to go down here and click on the next arrow, bottom right corner. You can do that as well. It'll just move you to the next thing on the list. And in this case, it's going to take you to your first assignment, which is a discussion, and it's basically an introduction. I'm providing a video introduction for the course, and I'm going to ask you to introduce yourself as well, not in a video, but just through writing. And so in this case, you would look at this discussion, you would read through the instructions, you would go down here, you would click on reply. Reply would then bring up a box. You go through and you say 1, blah, 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 2, blah, blah, blah. Once you're done with that, you're going to post your reply. Now this is one of those discussions where you're going to reply to somebody else, to two other people's posts as well. So you'll notice on here, make your initial post, and I'm going to update this. It says Friday, January 19th. I'm going to update that. That should say Thursday on your assignment. I will change that. And then there's the Sunday due date there. So it should be Thursday the 18th, and then Sunday the 21st. I apologize for the typo on the video here. And then once you're done, once you've typed it all up and everything, click post reply. It gets put on there. Then you can go on, read other people's, and post a reply, and then I'll go in and grade it after it closes. Then if we go back, I'm going to cancel out my reply there. I'm going to go back to the home page here. So we've looked at syllabus, we've looked at instructor information, moved into discuss, introduce yourself. Canvas student orientation, this is actually put in here by the Office of Teaching and Learning, and so it's basically get you up to date on your Canvas settings and that, updating your profile, updating your notification preferences, things like that. What I highly recommend is that you set up your Canvas system, your notifications, so that anytime you get a Canvas email, it's automatically forwarded to your UVU email account. That way, if that's the only email account you check, and you're not on Canvas very often, and I send something out, you get that notification. So I highly recommend that you do that. This page will actually show you how to do that, provide some really helpful links in that. And then once you go beyond this page, then there's actually an assignment where I'm going to ask you to update your profile notifications, put on a profile picture. If you've got one on there, great. Please make the picture a picture of you, not a picture of your kids or of some scenery or something like that. Make the picture a picture of you. That really helps out all of your instructors. And then also on here, notification settings, just making sure that those settings are set so that they really work for you. Okay, so with this, you'll then do a screenshot of your settings, your updated profile notification settings, and then you'll submit that as the assignment. So for this one, for example, you'll go up here and click Submit Assignment. That opens up a box where you do a file upload. Just like attaching a file to an email, you choose the file, go and find the file in this box that pops up, and once you double click on it, it'll attach it here. You click Submit Assignment. Pretty simple. Let's see, go back to the home page here. So we've gone through everything down through update profile notifications. That's the assignment. The next thing is a syllabus quiz, 10 questions, 1 point per question. Very simple. Highly recommend that you take it as many times as you have to get full credit. So there are multiple attempts allowed with this. Identifying your testing location. This just has to do with proctoring, so that the Office of Teaching and Learning has an idea of how many people might need a proctor. So that is a very, very quick assessment that you'll get 5 points for. You'll move into another discussion, orientation discussion. This is where we actually start to get into environmental health, start talking about agencies and that. And then once you've gone through those assignments, you've done all these things, reviewed these pages, done the assignments and that, you move into lesson 1. When you look at the lessons, the way the lessons are set up, if you look at the title of the lesson, it says 121 on the left here. That's the due date for the assignments in that lesson. So if you look at the assignments, January 21st is listed as the due date for everything in here. 121 on the left side, lesson 1, overpopulation. You actually get 2 weeks for the overpopulation stuff as well as the orientation stuff. You'll notice that you get 2 weeks for that just because there's a lot in those 2 boxes. So you have 2 weeks to complete that. Ideally, you would basically have 1 week for the orientation, 1 week for overpopulation, but we've kind of lumped them together. So you go through with the lesson, go to the overview. The overview is going to tell you what the learning outcomes are for this section. It'll give you a very basic blurb about what's going to be going on in this section, all the activities you're going to be doing, the reading that's expected, the discussions, the assignments you're going to submit, the quizzes you're going to complete, and there will be a quiz for each chapter that you read, so keep that in mind. And then once you've read through that overview, you can click Next. That'll start taking you into the assignments. So if you go back to the home page here, you look at Lesson 1, Overpopulation, there's the 4 assignments right there associated with that lesson. So from there, then you just move into the next lesson, so on and so forth, all the way down through the end of the class. 12 lessons. Last lesson is due on 4/22, April 22nd, and that's pretty much everything you're going to do in the course. On the left side, of course, there are links to your grades. You can check your grades. Once I start adding in some numbers in that, you can start checking your grades in that. And then on the left side, there's also the People tab, and the People tab just basically will allow you to contact people in the class. So you could contact me through this, or you could contact me through the Canvas inbox, Canvas email system. But you can also contact other students if you need to for some reason. That's available, and that's basically it. That's the structure for the online course. It's pretty simple, and if you have questions about it, about the structure, due dates, assignments, instructions for the assignments, all those particular things about the course, feel free to email me. Please don't get behind. If you get confused about something, don't get behind. Email me as soon as possible. I'm usually checking my email rather frequently, and so I can get back to you pretty quick. Other than that, again, you're more than welcome to work ahead on all of the assignments and that, but keep in mind no late works accepted. So you've got to remember and make a note of those due dates, because once they've passed, they've passed. Now that we've gone through all that preliminary information, giving you an idea of what Canvas looks like, you're ready to start browsing through that course orientation box, starting with the syllabus, and then moving on to lesson number 1. Good luck, and let me know if you have any questions.